Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be more in-depth about kind of how I found my voice within the care system, to be honest. I was a really quiet kid. I still am, to be honest. Until you really get to know me, then, I am pretty quiet. But yeah, the care system wasn't great for me. For a quiet kid that's constantly being taught, you kind of, it's hard to explain, to be honest. You kind of are almost spoken for yourself. You are given, all different stuff and that, and, you have adults who will basically talk on your behalf, and they will, basically talk about you like you're not there. So, that was my life until I was until I actually found my voice, which was at 16, 17, where I was told by my PA about a children and care council group, and I'm just like, no, not happening. And she told me again. She told me a few times, to be honest, I think, if I remember rightly. I mean, she'll probably tell me different, but I don't know. But either way, it was one of them. So I'm just like, no, I'm not going to go or anything like that, because I didn't know what it was going to be about. You hear children and care council, and I'm just like, I don't want to be surrounded by a bunch of kids. But in the end, I went, and it turns out that it was the complete opposite. So it was people that were just around my age and older who had had similar or worse experiences than me of the care system, and being treated like, you're not really sort of anything, and when you want to get hold of someone, you can't because they're over in a meeting or they're busy or whatever, because they've got other shit to do. And so that was that. So we ended up making a DVD, and I'm just like, yeah, no, that's it. Nothing's else gonna come of it, anything like that. And then from there, I don't know, I feel like without having her there, my PA, I feel like without having her to encourage me to be like, you need to go. Well, not really that I needed to go, it was just more of like, you should go check it out, sort of thing. She basically had that. She saw something in me that I didn't see myself, and that really helped for me to find my voice, to find my confidence in talking about, look, this is what happened to me, this what does actually happen, being pulled out of lessons, being spoken to, being talked down to like you're a child at 15, or just going to meetings where it's just completely utterly pointless you even being there. It's stuff like that where it's just like, well, what's the point? And then from the DVD, fast forward a couple of years, so we made the DVD, I was 16, so that's 2009, I just left school. And then a few years later, the group got back together again. It was a different group of people, but again, my PA and the woman that was running it were encouraging me to go, because some reason they thought my experiences were valid, and not so much valid, but they found my story interesting and all that, that I am who I am. But yes, I was in the care system, but that hasn't affected me at all. Yeah, I'm guarded as fuck, but you tell me one person that's completely not open that's been in the care system, and I can tell you right now that's not. I mean, yeah, there's probably a handful of people, but probably not as guarded as me. But I guess that comes from different experiences and that. But again, I feel like I found my voice through the voluntary work that I did, and having that encouragement from her, from my PA, and from other people. But like, if it wasn't for them people, I probably wouldn't have done it. In all honesty, like, I feel like the voluntary work that I did, there's so many different training, the interview panels and all that sort of stuff, and even just talking to the PAs and sharing my experiences and all that, and sort of saying that I had the same PA from 16 to what, 20? Yeah, I was 20. You know, I had no idea that any of this would ever happen. Like, I didn't know that after a year or whatever of her being around, that I would actually build up a relationship with her, and that, I'd still want to talk to her to this day, that anything like that would happen, because I'd had so many different social workers that I felt like that ain't gonna happen. Excuse me. And even on my last review, I wouldn't say proud of myself, but like, I really liked how the DVD had turned out, and I wanted to share it with my sorry, just got a notification on my phone. But I wanted to share it with her, with my viewing officer, and that, I'm sort of like, look, this is what happened, this is how I feel, and this is what we've done. And she weren't interested. But from that, like, gave me them. I felt like from that, like, going there and then speaking to my PA even more, and then doing more training and all that, I kind of found my voice almost. So, talking to different professionals, talking to PAs themselves about sort of saying, look, I had the same PA for ages and I didn't speak to her until I was 18. Like, what? Like, I always feel like, I remember saying this in like one of the trainings that we did, which was basically like, we were talking to the PAs and that, and I said that, yeah, I didn't speak to her for a good while, but then something changed. She just kind of like just left me alone, and I kind of found my voice through doing stuff like that, through different training and all that, and I felt like, with her encouragement, because she saw something in me that I didn't see myself, and from there I built my confidence up. I am now able to talk in front of, I wouldn't say I'm able to, because I still get nervous and that, because who the fuck doesn't, really? Like, unless you're just like weird and like, super confident and that, which isn't like a bad thing, but I'm just rambling, to be honest. I just feel like I found my voice with the training and that, like, without having that opportunity to do voice of the child training, without having the opportunity to go in, speak to other PAs and sort of hear the other young people's opinions and that, I probably wouldn't even be supporting the younger of us than I am now. Like, I now work with kids that are in the foster care system. Like, how mad is that? And I actually want to do that for a living. How many people? There are so many people that said to me when I was younger, "Oh, you're going to be a social worker when you're older." Fat chance. I don't want nothing to do with social services, blah, blah, blah. But now that I'm older, it's not about being a part of social services. It's more to do with supporting those young people, giving them a voice that I didn't have when I was younger, but I found mine through doing voluntary work, by doing, voice of child training, by training elected members of the council, by training foster carers, social workers, and officers. Yes, in the beginning, I only agreed to it because, excuse me, I only agreed to it because of, I don't know, honestly, I wanted one of my social workers to turn up, I wanted my old foster carers to turn up, I wanted my old reviewing officer to turn up, to be like, look, this is how shit you treated me. but look how I've turned out, you know. But they didn't turn out. But I felt like I really sort of became more confident in sort of like sharing stuff and be like, yeah, there are times when things were pretty shit, but I didn't tell anyone, you know. And there are many, many places where I could have just gone to my PA, I could have gone to my social worker or whatever, but I didn't feel like I could. But then I think I was like 17, 18, and this was kind of like the start of me trusting my PA, really, you know. And like yeah, so it's what, 2011, 2012, and my second home, which was my local NSPCC, had closed down, and I was fucking pissed off. I was pissed off and upset because that place was my second home. Like, I'd been going since I was a kid. So I went to my PA. Literally, I went to see her because I was upset about it. And I felt like she just let me sit there and just sort of, well, piss and moan about it, really. And I feel like from there, we kind of built up a relationship and sort of built up trust, really, because like she listened to me. She'd always encouraged me to do so much more, and that's what I am doing now that I'm older. I am doing more voluntary work. I have found the confidence to sort of like speak up and be like, this is how it was for me, but with time and help we can try and change things. And that's, strange enough, that's all I needed, you know, was to find my voice. And I didn't realise that at the time. When someone told me that, you know, I'd found my voice and I needed to keep it, I had no idea what they meant. But I guess having this BCC close, I kind of lost that again. You know, but now I have that confidence. Now I'm older, I have that confidence, and you know, because of the training that I've done, because of the interview panels that we've done over the years, and that because no one else has really, no one else ever had the time or didn't want to do it or whatever. And I found it fun. You know, it was a chance for me to really sort of figure out what I wanted to do in that, you know, to sort of look at, okay, well, I want to do this, and this, and I feel like if I say it in certain ways, then it'll come across better. And that's pretty much it, really. So, like, from what, let's say, 2010, 2012, I think we started doing the voluntary work. Before we started doing stuff up until quite recently, until COVID happened. I was still doing interview panels. I was still doing you know, voluntary work and that, and I found my voice through that. And I had no idea that was what I had no idea that was going to be how I'd find my voice, how I'd find my confidence, was through doing stuff like this. And it's crazy to think that that's how it's come about. But yeah, hopefully I've explained myself well, because I do kind of, I don't know, I feel like I should have explained myself a bit more, but hopefully you understand and get what I'm talking about. And yeah, let me know in the comments what I should talk about next within like the care system and that. Bye guys.